Hello vintage outboard motor fans, this is T-Mike here in South Louisiana making another video. Today's video is going to be how to change a water pump impeller on a 1950 Johnson 5 horsepower TN26. So I'm going to walk you through changing the impeller and also go over some of the parts inside of this gear case. You know, I normally work on late 50s and 60s, and this gear case is a little different. So I'm going to give you all the walkthrough on how to change a water pump impeller. If everybody's ready, here we go. So this is restore number 101. It's a 1950 Johnson 5 horsepower TN26. It's for a customer of mine, Buddy. So I've got it all taken apart. I've got the cleaning and painting all done, ready to do the rebuilding of the gear case, the magneto, got the coils, got the new points already installed. So in order to change the impeller, you have to remove the gear case, and there's a cable, a shift cable that goes up through a brass pipe up and comes out right here to be connected. So simple matter of taking the 4 bolts, pulling the gear case off, undoing the cable on the shift harness, and it comes out of the tube, and then you set your gear case on the bench ready to change the impeller. So I'll walk you through that now. Alright, so I was going to show you some of the unique things about this gear case on this 1950. The bolts for the impeller housing are not on top, they're on bottom. So here they are on the bottom, and this piece removes, which is the shift catch on the spring inside. So the bolts for the impeller housing actually come through this piece. So to change the impeller, you have to pull the whole piece out, remove this, do your impeller change, put the screws in back from the bottom, and put it back in. Also, another big difference in this housing is the spring system they have for the neutral. You pull the shift cable right here, and this catches this spring and holds the propeller from spinning. So that side goes into neutral. So those are some of the different things about this gear case. Now we'll go ahead and change the impeller. Alright, first thing to do is to remove the 4 screws. I've already done that with a screwdriver. Alright. Once you do that, you can pull the housing up, pull the impeller up, and then there's a pin right here that holds the impeller in place. You have to remove. Then you can pull the drive shaft out. Alright, the impeller, the old impeller is removed, and the new impeller goes in place. And that part number on that impeller is 375688 is the part number on the impeller. Alright, so you got everything still lined up right here. Take your new impeller. First of all, take the water pump housing, slide it on the drive shaft. Take your impeller, slide it on the drive shaft, Alright, then reinsert the drive shaft. Alright, once you insert it, the pin that you removed needs to go back in. To make sure that the hole is flush with this, insert the pin back in the drive shaft. I like to face the pin towards me. Now I take a little DeWalt punch and I line up all my holes for my screws to go back in. Right there, I think. Right there. And then I'll set my impeller housing in place and turn the drive shaft clockwise, right? While pushing down on it, and that makes, because you're always pulling clockwise when you run the engine, so that makes the blades, the fins, go down the right place. And I line up my holes with my drive shaft tool, with my punch tool, and put in all my screws back in. And that's how you change the water pump impeller on a 1950 TN26. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. See you next time.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Here at T-Bikes Vintage Outboards, we're doing it one motor at a time. Please click on subscribe or guarantee to provide weekly videos. Au revoir mes amis and laissez les bon temps rouler.